Alright, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long and wet, windy winter here in the UK, and this TentBox Lite XL has been strapped to the roof of my VW Shuttle the whole time. You know, I haven't touched it since last summer. It's been battered, it's been bruised, it's been thrashed up and down the motorway, and it's time to find out, you know, did the TentBox survive the winter? Is it still waterproof? Any mould? And is it good to go for our Easter camping? Let's open it up and find out. You can see here a decent zip that runs all the way around. Zip's running really smooth, no mould or marks on it from what I can see at the moment. The zip is really robust. You know, everything looks really dry. No marks. You know, it looks absolutely brand new. And even the cover on top, you can see, you know, that's been on there, like I said, what's that? 9 months, coming on 10 months. TentBox, pretty much as clear as it was, maybe a touch of fading on the orange, but still looking really good. That's probably one bone of contention I have. I hate the branding on this thing. I think it's too big. I think TentBox should be a little bit more subtle in the way you do that moving forward. Probably quite good. Underneath, again, you know, I locked these down with a torque wrench when I was doing it. If you're interested, I'm using the fuel roof rack there. Lots of clearance, no movement on that at all. Locked in, all really good underneath. It all looks good, no signs of water damage or marks at all. All the metal works lovely. Yeah, so initial impressions, I haven't got it open yet, but that looks pretty secure. Right, looking inside, it looks good. There's a little bit of stick on that zip on the inside. Oh, that's free there. Seems alright the rest of the way around. Right, okay, inside. Smells actually quite alright. You know, no mould, fabric's dry, no tears, zippers all still working, except that first one on the way in, a little bit of a stick, but you know, that happens. The mattress is cold, but you know, absolutely clean, no mould. Doesn't look like there's any stains on there that's leaked at all. And it is pretty watertight, which is good. And we've been gunning up and down the motorway in this in torrential rain, so it's kept it out. And you'd be able to tell if it had dried out. You know, there's no sign of any water ingress into the TentBox itself. So I think that's really good. One thing I haven't really touched on is that the build quality of this is really, really robust. The fly is really thick, doesn't let much light through, so in terms of blackout, and you've got kids, brilliant. It's got decent skylights on top, they gave for more light, so plenty of options to ventilate and actually let light in when you're in here, but at night, close it down, so it's really dark. It's got two pockets here, and the same on the other side, and then these things you can see hanging down here are actually just to pull in the sides when you collapse it. It's quite a good nifty little trick. I'm 6'2", so I'm laying now with, you know, a good half foot one end. That's me down there, and I've probably got another just under a foot space there. So plenty of space inside. And I reckon realistically I wouldn't want to be in here with any more than 3 adults my kind of size. You could probably fit 4 in if you went head to toe in there. We've been in here with myself and the wife with 3 little ones, kind of under 8, sort of 3, 5 and 8 in here, and it all depends on your kids. Our kids don't sleep, so that was horrendous. But I reckon I'd happily come in here with, you know, myself and the 3 little ones. I think that'd be absolutely fine. Or myself and 2 adults, loads of space. Because I think this adds real utility to a van, because the amount of stuff you can take with you. There's a whole market out there for people that have got day vans that could then convert them into a camper van instead. Ooh. Right, that's just broken. So I'm not sure if that's the case, it just perished over time. Like I said, it's less than a year old and I wasn't putting much force on, but that's popped off. Not ideal, but I suppose I can replace that with a bit of cord. So here's the verdict. So the tent's been closed up, like I said, you know, through storms, snow and sideways rain, but it appears to be pretty clean. You know, it's dry and it's completely intact, and honestly, it's better than I expected. So here's a quick breakdown, you know, the good and the bad, and what I've learned from letting it sit through a full British winter. So some of the good points: it is fully weatherproof, you know, not a single leak or bit of water ingress. The seals have held up perfectly. There's no mold build-up, you know, and that was what I was concerned about. I think the canvas has held its shape, you know, I can't see any sagging or warping, and the mounts have stayed solid throughout. You know, it hasn't loosened on the roof rack at all. There's no rattle on the roof bars. You're driving along, you can't tell that it's on the vehicle. There's no wind noise or whistle, certainly not in the way I've got it set up. And then in terms of the not so good, you saw the zip on the way in. You know, it was a little bit dry, that one zip, and it got a little bit stuck. Probably just a bit of lubrication on those before, you know, our next trip. And that's probably just a bit of aftercare for myself. And the only other thing, the small strap underneath the platform that broke when I was rolling up that netting, which, you know, probably just me being a bit overzealous. But I think in terms of final thoughts, the TentBox Lite XL has held up brilliantly through the brutal UK winter. No leaks, no rot, no regrets. I'll do a few more maintenance bits, you know, tighten things up, re-grease zips and things like that. Maybe give it a quick air in before the trip. But overall, I'm really impressed with this. I think if you're thinking of leaving your TentBox on all year round, as long as it's secured and packed in dry, you know, from the last time you use it, you're good to go. Stick around if you want to see where we end up over Easter. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.